Welcome to the Breakfast Club. My name is Darren Hancock, and here we are on June the 21st, 2024. Checking out the markets. Let's see what we got. Hope you guys had a rather restful and enjoyable day off. Yesterday was a rather fun day calling the markets, I have to say. I had a lot of fun yesterday. So NASDAQ. We've run out the liquidity here. I was watching this last night, looking for this rejection for us to take these lows here, and I want to see this run back up here and clear through this fair value gap, and then find some support on top of this to get back into this range again. But if we don't, if we're just coming back into the breaker, this breaker is his last two candles here, and continue going down to seek liquidity further down, if we're starting to sell off some of these big gains we've had in the NASDAQ for a while, this is kind of like the support level for me, or resistance level. So that's where my level's going to go. So I'd like to see us run back to the season or the session open. And get some resistance off of that. And leave that piece open to continue down, going down further. That's on the hourly. On the daily, we've come back, filled that fair value gap that we were looking for yesterday. That's here right back to the candle. This candle's wick. So all we have on the daily on the downside is this fair value gap below us. We've already taken out yesterday's low. So if we're targeting Monday's low and in here, so next objective on the downside would be 19,898. So 19,9 on the downside. So that's where I'm looking for this to head today. Take these lows out. So I'd like to see this just come back, take out these highs, get back into the mean threshold, consequent encroachment of this SIBI before going lower. That will put us right on this. That's what I'm looking for right now. Is that frozen? Am I frozen again? No, I'm not frozen again. Okay. Let's look at this one out. September contract for E-mini S&P. Let's have a look at this one. Took this low. We have a reversal here. Traded above it. Literally popped down, tapped that reversal right there. Broke direction. Came back, tapped it one more time on the top. Look at that, just perfect taps on these levels. Can continue going up inside the range to the upside objective. Draw it across. It's there. Cam Model 1 entry. This might be a good Cam Model 1 entry right here. I'm going to keep it super tight because I'm not sure about that one. We have to get through this candle's low. I don't see it, just come back and tap it. It's going to move to break even there. You don't see it, just tap it and go back down. My concern is it's just going to come back into this and climb higher. You're inside that range here. You're in a discount already. I already got in just under 50%, so that's why I'm break even right now. That's 1 minute. Let's look at the hourly. Yeah, it's already out already. Yeah, hourly feels more upside right now. Back to the session. Same kind of situation you have in NASDAQ. Similar situation here. We have a breaker right here. If I run to take out these lows. Ah, we did not take out the lows yet. There's a divergence here. NASDAQ took out its lows. S&P hasn't taken its lows yet. We've just come back into, we have a swing high here, breaker. Takes this high out. We've come back inside that. So you're between this breaker, fair value gap. Yeah, I can see two different directions here. This one to go lower, and this one to go higher. Got him? Okay. Hadi, good morning. Dave Barry, good morning. You're in early. So we have this reversal hasn't happened yet, but this one has. We've taken out these little highs here, dropped lower, and taken this low out, this low. We haven't quite taken this one yet. So for me, this could be coming back into this breaker up to the session open to go lower. So upside right now. Dow Jones. See, the Dow Jones has a similar pattern. We've taken the highs here. We've ran it low. The breaker that takes out this high, we're trading into it. And now it's right back to the session open that we're looking for in the other indices. We're just coming into that now. We've actually ran it once, filled that fair value gap, and then ran the lows. See, that would be the objective. You're looking for 2 hours ago when you ran that high, you wanted to get in short there to run these lows, and you literally would have got that in the next hour. And now this objective has been hit. You think, do we have the mean threshold of this candle on our target? So watch the upside here. If we revisit this mean threshold only and displace back down to the downside, then I don't know, we've already taken this. Here's the first swing right there. This is why you're going up. See, there's the reversal here. We've taken this low out, this low. Reversal, body trades above it. There. Trade back into it here, tap it nicely, and now we continue to the upside. So right now you're bullish, and you're bullish inside this range, and you're also your bearishness here. So this one goes bear, this one goes bull. The bear has already met its objective it was looking for. The bull is now reaching, it's already hit its objective. So now these two candles have taken the objective. So where do you go from here? Either upside, expand above here. So if we trade through the mean threshold of this candle and start pushing higher, we're looking for the mean threshold of this up close candle here. If we don't, and we start to roll over and come back down again, you want to see it get below this level right here, below this hour's low. Take that low out on a close and then continue down. We traded right into that box yesterday. Traded back up and then through it right here. Now we're coming back to find support at it. That's what you want to see. When you see the box trade, come back up inside, and we don't make new highs, and it comes back and then starts to trade through it, you go, great. That's great. It's a good sign. If it trades through it and comes back up, you expect it to provide a level of support. So if we do get a run back up to the mean threshold of this, or consequent encroachment of this again, back to this breaker, takes out that high, you're looking for further downside. In Forex. That's in Euro. Pound gives the same thing, traded back up inside the daily fair value gap, mean threshold. We traded below it, opened on it, continued through. Australian dollar is just a mess. Nothing for Australian dollar. And what do we got? Oil. Let's have a look at oil here. It's 1 hour. I'd support it. That's messy. I got nothing in here. We're between these, you look for 50% of that range. 82.20-ish. Looking somewhere in there. 82.10, 82.20. Box in here. Sorry, it's just somewhere else right now. What else we got over here? Ooh, the bank stocks are taking a little run down in Canada now. Laurentian's the only one starting to come back up. Everybody else is on the way down. Gold, what's gold up to? Rebalance. Nothing in gold either. The hourly. Bitcoin. $8:30 this morning was a nice little Bitcoin trade. See live cattle. So I'm just looking over here at this this chart. Soybeans are continuing down on the daily chart. Got a continuation on the downside. You may get a bit of a run up today into here. 11.29.4. Expect to see more upside on sugar. Coffee, I haven't got through this yet, so coffee's still kind of flat for me. Still waiting for our objective to get hit in live cattle. We're getting a bounce off this breaker in cocoa, so we're inside this range between these two fair value gaps. You'll see a bouncing around in here, so you can see another return back up into the top of this gap here. 9.837, and lumber's rolling over. Taking out these weekly lows now. Downside objective would be 465. And the lean piggies did a reversal. This is unfortunately one of those situations where you look at it and go, we did not take out this low. So you want to see these lows get taken first. That's your weekly objective. So see these, this fair value gap down here is your downside objectives for 460, 464, 463.5. That's the downside. And if we reach through that, look for the imbalance down here on the weekly. Huge gap down here yet to fill. So 450. $450 is your downside objective here. Oh, that's lumber, sorry. Reaching for these old lows here. A fair value gap fill, so look for a run down to at least 89.92. Natural gas has left me some nice highs, but we've retraced back $2 already, $3. That would be 50% consequent encroachment. GSX is dropping. Yeah, that's it for me on those ones. So let's get back over here. It's our usual good mornings to everybody. Farouz, good morning. Tommy, good morning. Welcome. Dave, PMI at 9:45. Okay, so we've got another 20 minutes. Jonas, good morning. And Hans, hello. Lambo, that's my man. Okay, so these highs, looking for this high to get taken first and then a reversal. Anywhere up here, I'm looking for the 10 o'clock to run up into this level here and look for a reversal. If we run these highs and get a reversal, you want to see just a wick. You don't want to see a body. If we do get a body above that, we come back. We're looking for a tap off of this hourly fair value gap here and that breaker to go long. That's what I'm looking for in NQ. We haven't taken that yet, so this reversal here, come back up all the way inside it. You see how the bodies are respecting this right now? So you're looking for a long from here, take out these equal highs. You wouldn't want to see a body trade below this now. And there you go. Bingo. Done. So that was a perfect entry right there. Just to catch, I don't know, what is that, 20, 30 handles? 26 to 46, that's 20 handles. 1 minute. Looking for higher prices, looking for this session open here. Now I got those highs taken. Now what I'm looking for is Or a little decent reversal. Oof. Not just coming back, find some support at this. Start pushing higher. This is just like a return inside the fair value gap. I'm not going to get pulled into the idea that this is just going to rip down. If it does come back inside the range, I still think we're going to run above this again at 9:30. 9:27, 28. Yeah, wow. 30, 32 we're looking for up here now. That's the 27. Kim, Victor, Fernando, and Abs. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope you looked into some of that stuff I was talking about yesterday, Abs. I hope you can see some of the interesting analogy. Here's the 9:40 or 9:30 candle. Run liquidity. See how that was taken at 9:27. Don't chase this. Tell you, Abs, we'll come up with something for that. We'll definitely come up with something for that. So I still don't have a reversal here, so unless we look at this here as part of this. So we'll be looking for I'd like to see this pull all the way back up into here, fill this fair value gap, get some reaction off this and continue lower. Or push up into this candle here. Morning, Derek. Bakery goods include too. So roasted over a 90-degree temperature for 4 days. Oh my goodness. Sorry to hear that, buddy. There, see how we hit it right there? Now, I'd like to see a reaction off this if we're going to go lower. I still think we're going to run for that high. 10 o'clock. It'll be determined by this candle here. You typically want to see just a reaction off that now, just a snap back and come back down. I'd like to see it go lower today. Lower overall. Okay, consequent. There's the mean threshold right there. Right on the 32. Looking for these lows now. So we could see this because we've got this consolidation, this seek and destroy, where we've come down, we've taken out the lows, then we've taken out the highs, we've come back inside the range. Now, ideally, you'd like to see this come down and take out the lows again, then seek the liquidity above the market before going lower and reach for that session open again. I love Canada and I want to move there. Well, we definitely don't have the scorchers you have. A couple of places in Canada we get some scorchers. There's the retap of this. I want to see that just pull away here now. We have an 18-point opening range gap. 50% is 0.26. Okay, the fact that we're revisiting this over and over again tells me we're looking to go higher now. I don't like you shouldn't see this once it's come up there. You want to see it react and just go straight down. You don't want to see this come back, retrace, come back, retrace. So now you're looking for, see, now if you look at this range, just look where we're at here. See how we're over 50%? So you come back up, get your premium. You start running down, then you run all the way back up to the premium again. Want to come back to 50%, get some footing on that and start pushing higher. Doesn't make sense to go shorter. So to me, it's got a higher feel of going longer. Now you've taken these significant lows out. If we close above here, then you're looking for higher prices. We've already closed above that fair value gap above, come all the way through it, went below, then went all the way above again. Now we've actually closed above 2 times above this. So this feels like it wants to go higher now. Keep your eyes on that level right in here. See, it just came back and tapped it. So see if this provides a level of support now. We've ran through it both, like 1, 2, 3. And then we stayed above 4, 5. So it's building a level of support. If we rip through it again, then you're back to waffling between lows and highs. You've already revisited this. See, it stopped on it. Now we're trading through it again. Watch where it closes. You want to be closed above here. Wicks do the damage. I don't know that, Craig. I don't know why we jumped to September contract, not July. There wasn't a July contract, was there? No, I don't think there was. Yeah, just June, September, December. So now we traded below it again. So you're back and forth between this pivotal area here. So back to the narrative of running the lows. So I literally popped below it, this fair value gap here, and we traded below that one there. Traded all the way back in it, give you an opportunity to, if you're going long on that, to get yourself out before going lower. That was the little hint right there that it's going lower. So now it's running that liquidity. Right onto the rejection block of that right there. You see that? Just tapped it. So we want to see these lows get taken and then get that reversal back into 10 o'clock high, taking this out. And I don't want to marry the idea because this could just keep going down. And it's a matter of getting back in sync with the market. So if this were to continue going down now, so if we have a big displacement candle down here, I'd want to see it retrace back into these candles right here. Find some support off of them and continue going lower. Now that we've taken this low here, this whole range, we've just come to the rejection block. So you've got relative equal, you've got equal lows here now. This whole section has got liquidity below it. Great place to hold that. Run this liquidity one more time and then go lower. Mind you, I'm just trying to support my own narrative, but right now I don't see any, there's a rebalance. So if we get above here, which is inside that fair value gap again, and find some support on the at the mean threshold on the other side and push higher, you want to get through this one next. So I want to see it get through these candles right here if we're going higher. I believe today is the last day of June contract. Time to switch. 5-minute equal highs on NQ would be my interest. 5-minute equal highs. Oh yes. Yeah, if we could run those, Derek, that's the 10 o'clock. I'd like to see that run these on 10 o'clock, get back into that session, midnight open candle, or just tap into this anywhere inside that candle there. If you have to run up inside this fair value gap here, you wouldn't want to see this get taken on the opposite side. So you want to see the mean threshold or consequent encroachment of this SIBI here, whole price. And maintain that breakaway gap, right? Well, it's already done its job. So watch here. We want to see this close above here and find support at the mean threshold or consequence encroachment of that. Oh yeah, where am I going here? 9:30. Lows are taken now. We did not get above that level. Just found support at it. Push lower. We finally traded below this. Come back up inside it. I've run these lows out. I'm still going to wait for 10 o'clock and see what we got. This is the news release at 9:45. We're getting our downside before our 10 o'clock. I don't see anything clean set up in here, so I'm not going to chase after this. We're on the same page there, Derek. I'll see how this flashes out for 10. We could just get a take. We could clean this out here at 10 o'clock and run all the way back up. This would be an up close day, not a down close day. So look at your range for, let's look at the daily. One, two, three, four, five. So if we do close inside here, look for it to run all the way back up to that rejection block again. See how we filled this fair value gap on the daily? And if this is a TGIF Friday, if we end up pulling back up into that range and closing up here, you're looking up at the upside. Downside 20 to 30. We're already in that right now. So we'll see if we get a reversal back up into that fair value gap. I'd like to see the support price, that fair value gap there, and start pushing for higher prices. So I still think we've got it. We're inside here. If we push through into this bottom level here and then start running back up, my downside objective is that little magic level right there. UD, don't see anything solid, reliable to me. Been that way for a few weeks, it seems. I'm just so leery when YM and ESNQ aren't heading in the same direction. I've just felt like each trade was walking down a dark alley in Philadelphia, hoping all would go well. Keep our eyes on that one, Abs. That's where we want to see it reverse right there. Or not. Where are we going now then? Running the lows. Next downside objective. Or here. That one. Look for here now. Looking for this low to get taken here. Six more minutes. I like to see that. Bounce around in here, run down, clear out that low, then start reversing back into this range. These equal highs. If not, we're going to continue going heading down. Where does it fail for me? Well, we're still bearish. There's that reversal. We're talking about that when it was happening, that this played part of it, traded through. Look at that candle. We talked about that. Traded all the way back up into the breaker that takes this low for continuation on the downside. Also trades back up into that fair value gap there for continuation on the downside. But that was before news event, so it's one of those ones where you go, well, we'll wait for the news event. And the news event continued driving it down in the direction that it was already showed you that it's headed. I'm just reading your message now, Abs. Find support on that. Crazy. And I am. Come and get you some 10 o'clock run. There's the reversal here. We haven't got on top of it. Look for this one here. You get on top of that. So if we just get a bigger, heavier run back up in here now. I like to see that come back and just tap in, fill this up. This is just a demo account here, so I'm putting my stop below here. Targeting the liquidity up here now. Now I don't want to lose this order block here. I want to see this stay open. I don't like this waffling around in here. Moving to the sidelines, I'm going to wait. I like to see something react quickly, not just... The more it starts building candles up in here, the more I think we could be coming back in to revisit this level right here and here. Digging into this now. I think it wants to revisit down into here one more time. So the ideal one would be right here. Because it trades below it, trades back to it. You can get out at a break even because you're on the wrong side of it again. This has got more downside. You look at your fib tool here. Often trade entry on the reversal. You didn't get an opportunity to get the reversal there. It already hit the objective. Now it's come down. So I wanted to see this tap it and get out of there, and it didn't. It waffled here. So then you get out and wait because you're back into the smaller range here now. That one. 50% puts you right on that fair value gap, and at the bottom of that breaker, there's a little swing there. We can call it mitigation because it didn't take out that low. So now you want to see this really start to pump up there now. Get some legs, get going. See how it just waffles around in here? Nothing solid. Oh, I'm on ES still, thinking I was on NQ. I'm looking at NQ going, why is this one acting a little different from this chart? So anyway, ES, you're still looking for further upside. Looking for these relative equal highs up here. Now we've hit this objective here. I'd like to see this one up here. Well, I guess initially you want to see this one. Nothing with any intention yet, hey? What's Dow Jones doing? Dow Jones is acting a little more. Wow, look at that. Ran right up to the objective. We're lined. Wow, and through it already. So look for rejection block and old highs, 50% of the wick. All those PD arrays that you typically look for inside the wicks and up close candles now. That would have been, I bet you there was a nice little reversal there today. Right there. Even here, this little imbalance ran above it, come back, perfect entry here this morning at 9:47 right after the news release. And that was all 550, 522. There's 100 handles right there. That was beautiful this morning. Dow Jones had it locked this morning. If you guys were watching that one, took out the lows. Oh, sorry, did not take out those lows. Took out this low, these lows, this low, this low. You get a reversal. Perfect entry. Old highs. Continuation. Nice. See, these highs don't get taken on the downside with the body. They get a wick, but the body doesn't take them out. And you just got continuation. Nice. Dow is the place to be. Well, you're still bullish right now. On a 1 minute, you're still bullish. Until we break this candle's low on a close, we're still bullish inside this range. And we've just come back to these old lows here. So waffling, what are you going to do? You're sitting in the middle of the range here now, from here to here. You're either going to run higher or you're going to run back down and through here. So we have to get through this discount array on a close to go lower. And I'd like to see us get above this candle here on a close to go higher. Thank you. Just like that. Ready to. Which one are you in there, Abs? Are you talking about the ES or the Dow? Let me go back here. Yeah. Yeah, I got that. 932. See how we get close above here now? You want to see this provide a little support here now to push higher. I'm going to move myself into profit. Is it really? Do you see how that's still going higher there, Lambo? You're looking at a 5-minute fair value gap to the downside, but you see how this is still supporting going higher? We've got all these lows are taken. You've got a reversal happening here. You've traded above it. You've come back, found perfect support at it, and you're waffling here, and then you'll finally get broken to the upside. So this still supports, even though you're in this mess, it still supports an upside run. I'm just going to chase my stop loss up behind these guys now. Looking for this upside objective here now. I got in right off of here, off that for long. So that might be your level right there. Now we're looking for equal highs. Looking for a little bit of a retracement here now. Now I'm looking for a run back into that candle inside this range. Let me double check that abs to make sure. Just gonna double check that again. Yeah, we're in the same spot right there. We're even on the same day. We may not even be on the same day here. I might be on the wrong one here. Stand by. Oh, this is the one you want right there. Yeah, I had that one wrong, abs. That's the one. So we still haven't hit this guy here yet. Looking for 50% of this little range here. We just came back and filled that little fair value gap there. Run back up to the mean threshold. So I want to see this slowly degrade down and get back into this little candle right here before running and taking those things higher. There's 50%. Just shy of that candle I'm looking for right here. Now we got it. Now I want to see it react off of here now. If we come back and fill this, that's fine too. I just don't want to see the I don't want to see this down candle get taken on the downside. That's not a good sign. You want to see it just tap here and get out of there. I don't even know what it's reaching for in here now. So that's filled. As long as we have a body staying above here, I'm okay with that. Albeit a deep retracement. Yeah, see it. This shouldn't be revisiting this. This is what makes me start. I always watch this as that's happening. And I watch the reaction you get off of it. And I go, okay, so it's done its job. Get out of there. So if it goes up and then starts to come back down and tap it, and it just lingers here, comes back up a little bit, and then comes back down and taps it, I start getting suspicious of that level. So we still closed above it. That's a good sign. Now you want to see this get some legs and get out of here now. We shouldn't be revisiting this candle's low. If we do, then it starts telling me we're looking for lower prices. See? You watch how you study it for a while and you start to go, that it should not be coming down there. If it does, it's going to go lower. So there you go. So no reversal. We did not take that high out. We changed direction. Now, if we get a close below here, we're breaking market structure and not just running on liquidity in a larger range here. That means we're bypassing the 50%, this candle, and running down to a deeper discount. See, we've closed below that level. So I expect it to come down to a deeper level here now. This is how you can determine whether or not you're going to extend the range further and reach back into the bigger range by looking at these discount arrays. And when you start to close below them, you start to go, oh, okay, that's my line in the sand. And if I lose that, then chances are we're going to go down and extend the range further. So look for 50% of this range. We're inside this fair value gap here now. This is why I chased this candle. So when I was in this one for the long, I was chasing the candles, you know, the one behind it. As soon as you get to the one, I always go to the one behind like that. Because I think if it's going to take the downside, then it's going to quickly reverse. So especially when you get these big bold candles running all the way up and you're playing with your the whole trade and you're not partialing out, you're just trying to stay in this as hard as you can, as close to price action as you can. And you say, as soon as it takes out the previous down close candle, then the indication is that we could be reversing. So that's why I chase it. It's just another method of scaling up. And a lot of people may not agree with it, but it seems it worked well for me here anyway. I got out right there. So we've swept this low. So for me to go bullish again, you got to get above here. I just started a new drawing program. I watch this artist. I really love his stuff. And I just bought a whole bunch of these pro markers. I'm going to try doing some these Winsor Newton pro markers. Not that I'm promoting them because I haven't really tried them yet. And I'm colorblind, so it's always a treat to try and play with colors and guess what colors I'm looking at. So I'm not completely colorblind. I have slight red-green deficiency. So to try and dabble in colors when I was always doing black and whites and pen and inks, all that kind of stuff. It's been a quite an enjoyable journey to play with color. I've always been doing black and whites and charcoals and pencil drawings. So color's always kind of a fun experience for me. So we're kind of stuck in here right now. This one bearish, further bearish. You want to see this get taken on the downside to confirm further downside. That candle's got to get taken. See how we've just gone back through this? That confirms that we're changing direction. This was the change in direction. Confirm. We have a little wick below here. I like to see a body get below that to get a break in market structure to the downside inside the range again. So you can see how we're stuck between a wick confirming downside structure change and just a change in direction inside a smaller range. And we've already hit 50%. We've hit the discount range inside that larger range there. So I'm kind of stuck between. Where's it going to go? More bearish than bullish right now. I'm like 52% bearish. Or 60-40 maybe. There we go. So you're going to see a body get bullets, you know, in this next 16 seconds for that to close below there. And then continue on the downside. Inside the range. Because now we're at 62% of that range now, right? We're reaching down to that discount array. And we're digging through the other side of that. So that tells me we've got more downside now. See that? And if you can explain where you're at in the charts and give yourself a logical reason why, that's why I gave you like a 60-40. Because that was the reason that it was more heavily weighted to a downside than an upside right now. Just because that we traded below that and we'd had confirmation up here. It doesn't matter that you got equal highs up there. We have a change in direction inside the range. So you say, great. Now, if I lose this on the downside, I've got further downside I have to get. So I'm going to extend this range here back into the larger range again. So we did break that there. So then you go, okay, so I'm still more downside. Ideally, I'd like to see it break here for a break in market structure to confirm downside. And you finally have that here. There's that candle there. Slight, I think it just closed below, just a little bit below that candle. Then we have a wick all the way down to 70%, optimum trade entry. Fill that fair value gap. Nope, not quite. Just shy of filling that fair value gap. We got this little guy down here now. So you're right in a good discount or ready to turn around and go back up again now. We've run out all those lows. So do we have a reversal here yet? No. So you want to see this continue to extend down into here. And ideally run these lows, get back into that little area we looked at earlier, then get your reversal. To run. Abs. Tell me that's not interesting. See that? We will get it, my friend. We will get it. I love a good puzzle. I love a mystery. So again, you're looking for this downside objective here. Premium discount inside this larger range. This is a discount. Any one of these are discount arrays. And we've already hit 70%. So if we continue to eat through into this one here, I'd want to see a nice snappy reaction off of this. We can get one here. I'm all right with that too. See how the bodies are still respecting this one? If you're going from like to like swing, not a swing. It didn't take out that high, just a reversal to this swing reversal here. Discount array. So bodies are respecting it. If we trade through it, then we'll go further. So now if you're pulling your fib tool in the opposite direction, I'm going to show you. If you're looking at this candle from this direction here, you caught this, you said, well, it didn't take that high out. So it's not really reversal, but it is a change in direction back into this range again. So we've changed the direction here. You traded back up into it here. Your stop loss is sitting up here. And now you're going to pull, as soon as that gets down to 50%, you're going to pull your fib tool on that whole range. And you're going to say, all right, so the first one would be here. You'd be aiming for that because that's the first. You're looking for just a change in here to continue taking these highs out if that's where you're going to go. So as soon as it hit 50%, you'd pull your stop loss right into here, break even, or there, depending where you got in. Then as soon as it's 60%, you move to 50. It run all the way down to 70, you move to 60. It hit 78, you move to 75. Then it finally came back and took you out right there. So you were out on that run down here. Then you see it run below this low. You go, ooh, okay. Now when it clears that low, technically you take that as a short into that range still further. So now you pull your fib tool all the way down to there and you ask yourself, is that 50%? You'd have to get above the 50% in here to get yourself that discount or the premium to sell at a discount. And as soon as it hits 50, you move to break even. Your stop loss would be here. And you just rinse and repeat all the way down till you get to 70. You'd be taken out right there at that 62% again. Small little run, but you got to be dedicated enough to do that though. Okay, so now we're back inside this range. We've got our 70% optimum trade entry. Now we're looking for a run back up higher. You want this candle here to hold price. If it doesn't, we're going to continue ticking down here. Well, you're just in chop territory now. Really between this candle here and this candle here right now, and they're overlapping. So see how they're banging off of them. They gotta wait for it to get it's compressed now. You wait for the spring to uncoil. Yeah, I see there's lots of highs up there. I'd like to see again a nice reversal here. These would be nice to get taken out on the downside and then see that reversal happening in here to run back up and take these highs out, because that'll give us a nice little discount here. I've got nothing in here to run. Wait for your clean setup. Wait for something nice and clean. What's our Dow Jones? Probably got some nice little trades over here still. Look at Mr. Dow Jones. Right here. You see this? Look at this when you map it out. Body trades below it right here. See that? And then boop, pops in and gives you your run. And then the continuation. So where's your downside objective? Look for these, pay yourself at these lows here. Pull your fib tool, run down there. That's how you'd be running that all the way back down. So even if it doesn't reach that objective, on the first pass, if it runs back up into 50% of that range and then runs down and finally takes that, you can pay yourself on that way, on the way down. This is harder on my neck when I have I put a screen up higher now, so I can find myself really working my neck up there. Let's look at ES. ES didn't make higher highs either. It didn't make equal highs. It made slightly lower high. And they're digging down into their range, but they haven't dug down as deep into that range as the NQ has. Still looking for a downside objective here. See this finding support off this candle here. We were talking about that earlier. And you're getting a reaction. You're still getting some support off that. You're building liquidity down here now though. So this would be a great opportunity to sweep all these down here, run it down into this discount array to push it higher. If that makes sense to you guys. See how we're banging around between those two still? We've wicked through it. We've just used the mean threshold here. So look at the candles. You see this candle right here, where you can see order blocks mean threshold is holding. This mean threshold, you shot through it. So in terms of weight, I go, this is more weaker on the upside and stronger on the downside. So to me, I'm 51% bullish. Just because I look for support levels like this. So you start getting stronger bullish when you start getting above this candle. Now we've eaten through that really good. So you're much stronger bullish now than you are bearish. That's how I kind of look at wicks in relationships to key levels that I'm looking at. When I see some levels finding support, you come down to hit some, find support, and it keeps drilling through the top one. That tells me the algorithm wants to run higher. But that's looking at the smaller ranges that you're in and say, what one are they tapping on? Which one are they trying to drill through? Which side are they trying to drill through? And now you want to see it come back, find some support at this, and then start pushing higher. $9.57 candle. See how we found support at that? Going higher. So you can see how I was able to rationalize why it looked like it was more bullish based on how price was drilling off of certain arrays and which ones were providing support and which ones weren't. and which ones were kind of giving up the ghost and where you think it was going to head next. And that was all based on just looking at those two candles and that wick. That wick to me gives me an indication, guess where I want to go. Boom. And that's not always the case, but it's one of those ones where I start going, I'm leaning towards this going more bullish now. Now where would I be heading for? What would be my upside objective? Well, I'd be looking for up here. Or this breaker. And you're coming into it already. So there's a little tiny piece of imbalance right here. This little sibby. Or a little gap, I should say. But in terms of that range, I haven't got a reversal here of any real consequence. So pull your fib tool on that. Look at your range. Next macro is about to begin, my friends. So we're inside this range. So if we compress, so play these scenarios inside your head. Ask yourself, when does this continuation for these highs find support? When does it fail? When does these lows get taken? There's your upside objective. Get it right there. Now you want to see it drive through here. Not just stop at the mean threshold. If it freezes up on that and then reverses and comes, it's likelihood of it's coming back down again. And now we could do a big run down into here. I want to see this get on top of this and go higher. Hey, got to run. Doing some naked Forex this morning. Oh, only out of necessity due to house temperatures. Have a great weekend, all. Derek, you slay me, buddy. Have a great weekend, man. We'll see you on Monday. I just got this mental picture of you running around your house naked, trading Forex. Oh, man. It's a good chuckle. See how the bodies are still respecting it. Wicks come up into the order block. That fair value gap fill again. And we're getting that reaction back down. So this typically happens a lot where you'll see it come back up into the premium array. It hits that mean threshold or the consequent encroachment and then kicks off of that and comes back down again. So look at all these equal highs down here. That would be my objective right down there, to run for those. Looking at the range that you're in. Again, this is just a rinse and repeat procedure. 50% puts you right on the money, right there. Now you're into the discount array. You have this little pocket down here. So you just come back, tap it, just dip into the discount array, fill that fair value gap. Now it's finally filled. Either continue pushing higher or reach down for a really 70% discount array right here. Your CAM Model 1 entry, go higher. CAM Model 2, bring you all the way back into here. %, puts you right in here. CAM Model 1 still, from wicks to bodies. I look at this and I go, okay, if you're going to a CAM model entry and you've got a fair value gap sitting down here to a really nice discount array and it's sitting just above the 50% level, my stop loss would be here. CAM Model 2 entry right there. You'd expect it to see it hit that and then really start pushing higher now. And if it closes below 50% on a close, then wait for it to trade back to you. Okay, take yourself out before it gets your stop loss because you're looking for downside here. Come all the way back to mitigation. going on there? Okay, I'd like to see it come up for these highs. Your cam model 1 entry, so far panning out. I'd like to see it dip down into here. It's gonna run. I'm gonna take the highs. My stop loss is like right tight to here now. Taking that high. I gotta chase this up now. Looking for these old highs up here now. Next price leg up. Take that high. We're looking for the I'm looking for 11 o'clock reversal now. Yeah, it finally took the rejection block and then the highs. So I'm looking for higher prices now. It just came back and tapped me. It took me out there. That's okay. We got a little run up. Back up to this breaker. See that right on the button? So you could get a bit of reaction off of here. You've taken out these highs now. You could get a run back into this range. Rejection block again, yes, indeed. I'd like to see some support off of here and go higher. Just waiting on this now. Push higher. My concern is we're going to start running still equal highs. I still want to see that take out these highs. It looks like it makes these equal highs. Takes them out, make equal highs, take them out. And you want to see these equal highs get taken. And then the reversal back into the range from this 9:30 to 10 o'clock. That opening range there. You want to see that get taken on the upside. And then reverse back down into it. Oh, you were saying Bitcoin. Sorry about that, Dave. I missed on that one. When were you talking about Bitcoin, Dave? I missed that. Reversal at 10:04 into 950. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, that's really nice. Came back through, found support. Really nice. Yeah, Bitcoin was a really nice trade this morning. Wow. Yeah, that's really good. Is your minute dots in the Telegram? Not sure if it's in there anymore. Oh yeah, oil's got a nice little reversal as well. Oh yeah, that was beautiful. Right there at 904. Reversal here. Imbalance. You trade it below it. On a close, you come back up to it here, all the way into it here. Stop losses there. Catch that big run down. If you were like, yeah, I'm not sure about that one, I'll wait for this order block here to get taken out. So it takes it out here on a close. You don't get an opportunity to get back in on it, just the lows. If you wait for this one here, you don't get it either. You do get the low though, as an opportunity to get short on that. You don't get the big breaker here. But this one right here, you see this? Draw that all the way across, body trades below it. You come back up into it right there for a short. So there's lots of opportunities to get on this bus. It's not an express. It's a green. It's going to give you an opportunity to catch a ride. And where are you headed for? What's your downside objective? Like to like array inside that large range. Who can tell me what that's going to be your downside objective? In oil, what would be, based on everything we've kind of talked about a lot here, tell me what would be the downside objective you'd be aiming for on the grand scheme of things, the grand range. Finally taking that high. We came back to the fair value gap, found support at it. Really kind of slow getting in the trades this morning. I load on and then there's quite a delay before the actual entry. So we're in this consolidation now. You want to see it get on top of here first. $81.30-ish. Well, let's have a look back in that oil again. Oh yeah, it drove all the way through it already. That's where I was looking right here. It drove right through it. So you go from your premium discount inside the range, and if you close below that looking for lower prices, we're taking out these lows. So that would have been the 81, whoever was looking at 81.30-ish. Yeah, that's right. Good call, Dave. Inside that box right there. So now you're looking further downside, because now you can say to yourself, how are we going to know when we're going to extend outside that range? Right there. When you close below that, you're going to extend outside the range. You close below it, you ran below it. You want to see it come back, find some support at this level now, which is the midpoint of that last down close candle. Get some support off of that, like right there. See how it smacked it and start pushing down again? I know you want to see it go for deeper prices. If the moment we run this out here now, look for this to be the reversal back in the opposite direction. Always look at the low that's taken out and then the fair value gap that's formed just above you, because that's the potential now for this to be the reversal back to the opposite direction. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we're finally getting our objective met in here. I got long in here, so I'm looking for these equal highs here now, and I'm going to chase my stop loss here, right up behind it. I'm doing the classic follow it bot behind. It just took me out right there. If it comes back and fills that, I'll go long again there. It's another good day. Start catching some little runs off of just catching these little snipes. They may not be a lot, but they you know, these runs from these old highs we're talking about here, 73 to that high, that's 30 handles. And then this run in here to that high or rejection block is 40 handles. So there's 70 handles just in here inside consolidation, not giving you a heck of a lot of things to work with, but you can still see, you can still catch these reversals and still make it a really good day out of it. Making 70 handles in a day just in some choppy environment can still give you profitability, right? So see how this is taking out this high. We've come back to the rejection block. We did not take those old highs. We have a high taken here, a reversal that is forming here now, right there. And see how we've tapped into it? Now we're going short inside this range. If you see this side get taken here, because there's no reversal on this side, you literally have to go back to the order block. Remember, I always like to go from premium to discount arrays to aim for. There's a premium, and the only discount array is this order block here. So that's just tapping it now inside this little range. So that from there to there is 25. It's still 12 and a half handles. Short to be midpoint there, just shy of 20 handles from there to there. Now, 20 handles may not be a lot to you, but that's some serious liquidity when you add it up and when you just nibble away at the market. So for me, I want to see this candle get taken on the downside to get back into this range, this discount area here. That we have this little run here before running back up and taking these highs out. Take people offside, people that are trailing their stops right now, that are sitting in here. I'd want to see them pull back into here. Can you please gold for me? Can I do gold? Yes, I can do gold for you. I can give you a little looky-loo into gold. What are we doing in gold? Well, let's go about here. If you blow through this on the downside, if you close below that box, then I'd say you're going further. And if you take out this low, wait for a reversal. Look for a reversal in there. I like the mean threshold holding price. You're now between this candle and this candle. See how we've come from discount array to premium array. We've hit the bodies, reacted off of it, hit the body again. So now watch. See, we've hit this once. Boom, boom, boom. See how we're starting to drill on that? Watch here. One time we've hit this. We're knocking on the door here. Bang, bang. Come down, tap the top of it, start drilling back up into that. If you start drilling through this and this starts to give up price, then you're looking for, are we going to go below this and then start running back into that range? That's how I'm kind of watching this. It's like a drill right now. It's drilling down into these candles, or it's drilling up into candles. Which one's it going to crack? Which one's going to support? Which one's going to give way? So now we're right through into the mean threshold of that again. Full body close, right on the mean threshold. I'm a little early in gold, but I see there's a significant demand sitting at 23.16. Yeah. Oil has a nice reversal. Yes, it is reversing now. But you don't want to get on that till you see some sort of price action. Otherwise, you're just chasing price here. So it's knocking on the door here. The mean threshold hasn't been hit from the other side. This mean threshold's been hit. Bang, bang. Now we're drilling through it. Now you get through the other side. Now we've got the hole. We've drilled a hole through the floor. Now you want to come back into this. So now that you've gone through oil here. So look for this. You're inside this range here now, and you're looking for a discount. Pull your fib tool on this. So that's why you can always look, and Lambo, you can see why that rejection block again. You got to pay yourself at rejection blocks, right? So good call earlier. A repeat of rejection blocks, because if you're aiming for that and you didn't get it, you can see why. And I got taken out right there. Right inside this candle. There's the support level you need. Come back up, revisit this. Here, here, or here. And we've hit the bottom of it already and reacting off of it. Yes, they're really great little things to have for sure. Rejection blocks, I tell you, we should call them reward blocks. They will reward you if you just pay yourself at them. Traded through it, finding support in it now. You want to see it keep coming down. Here's your next level. Yeah, that was the reversal. Right here. Body trades below this. That's a change in direction. Break in structure. Return to. Continue on the downside. Inside this range. Pull your fib tool. Ideally, you want to come back to 50% to get your ride on that. I'm not in on it, so, but that's the catch right there. That's 1, 2, 3 different entries that you can catch on that for a ride down. And you're looking, as soon as you catch that ride here, you're already at 50% already. So as soon as you hit 62%, you better bring your stop loss right at to break even. Pay yourself a portion there, then there, then there. Inside of here, or you're dragging your stop loss down. So you come from 60, you're at 50, you're at 70. It did not come back to 60. Hit 75, came back to 70. So you would have got out at 70% there. So you would have got a small run from 04 down to 70 is 20 handles. It's still 20 handles just on that little run right there. So you think about this, I've given you like 70 handles on that way, 20 handles on this way. So you're 90 handles already for a day. So you can still snatch plenty of opportunities out of the market. You're literally $3 away from hitting that objective in gold. That one's filled. If that's your downside objective for a fill, you're done. If you're aiming for this liquidity down here, these relative equal lows and that little fair value gap there, you got to get on the other side of this. $8.20 Judas swing. 9.30 was a nice run over there. Yep. Yeah, it's been a nice little when price action's not super choppy and you can still catch some good price action, you can still milk some profits out of here. I've been just nibbling little pieces out on the day. That's all. Just small little runs. Not expecting any big blasts. Just catching some little reversals. And they're putting dollars in your pocket, I tell you, if you just go nice and slow, nice and easy. No rush. It's a Friday. You don't want to go into the weekend in debt. It feels terrible to go into the weekend on debt. So you see how oil has you had your reversal. So unless you could have caught that, which you would, I guess you could have said no. It closed on that, opened on it. So you're inside that for a run. These highs inside this range, 50% or more of that range. You better be scaling yourself out on the way up because now it's reversed on you. Again, there's another reversal. You've taken that high. Your reversal here, body checks out the low of that, and then you trade back into it right here. Oh, I'm pointing on a totally different chart. Sorry. I'm explaining this all on one of my other screens, and it's not even the one that we're looking for. So let me explain this one again. You have a reversal right here. See how this body does not close above here, so you really can't catch this on the way up from here, even though you see that that's the reversal happening. So you look for the next opportunity, you don't get it. Next opportunity, you don't get it. You're aiming for here, so you're already in the premium portion of that range. Or if you pull the larger range, you're already up to near 50% by the time you take that high. So that high gets taken, and now you look for the reverse. On my other screen is different. This is a small imbalance in here. Right in here, there's an imbalance, and you trade below it, come back up inside that imbalance right there on an Apex account. You'll see that that's actually a little price imbalance right here that it trades back into for a short. So there's your reversal after taking this high up. And now you've got another confirmation that we're trading below. And now you're aiming for the downside objective that we were looking for earlier here, and this whole thing right here. So inside that range, you got this one and that one. They're almost overlapping each other now. So you have this last push into here, little imbalance right here, and then discount. And then you're looking for a swing to continue back up to the upside. So you want to see this come all the way down into here. Ideal entry right here, fills that fair value gap, and this one right there. You're looking for that to be the ideal entry to go long, because if it trades below you again, comes back to you, get out. And you can catch a nice big run back up into a premium array again, which would be up here or here. This is what you're looking for before when you're looking for a run back into here. You want to catch this one so you can go higher. You've already taken that objective. So is this where you want to get in with a stop loss sitting down here in the middle of the range? Or do you want a nice discount? Aren't you glad you paid yourself at the discount right there? Now you're inside this range, or this range here, back up into here, breaker, hit it, react off of it. So now you want to try and come through here, run this low, aim for these lows down here. If it finds support off of here, you want to see it start going higher. Well, we lost one subscriber yesterday. We're up to 860. We're back to 859. My goal is to see if we can get 1,000 people before my birthday next month. 150 more people to go. 140 more. Support right there. That's what you're looking for. Now you want to see that go higher. A lot of trades this week. You want to see it get through here now? Push higher. So I'm long on this. I want to get above here now and go for this high, these equal highs here now. You see, keep pushing through here. Otherwise, we're just going to keep hitting the resistance here and then roll over and then come back into this range. And we got that whole lunch hour crap happening now. You want to see this lunch hour take out these highs and then either push higher or just start giving up the ghost and coming back into the range again. Come on, you can go. It's the rejection block again. I paid myself right there. I got out right there. So I traded above it, which is a good sign. Come back, found support at it. You want to see it continue going higher now? I'm out of that trade. I just wanted this objective here. Slowly nickeling and diming my way up here. So if you're holding on to that, look for your highs to get taken now. There you go. I think that took the high out there now. You'll see that that one, the high is 41.75. This should be 42. Yep, 42.25. So it just took that high out. On my little MT5 chart, it definitely cleared the high right there. So now you have relative equal highs again. So just because they want to mess with you, you could see another run down into this range again before going higher. Just because that's the way they like to mess with you. But pay the trader. Yes, Lambo. Yes, pay the trader, my friend. Come on, push higher now. Let's go. Get out of Dodge. Let's take those highs. Just took the high right there. Now, we have relative equal highs here. You want to see lunch hour, just keep pushing all the way through here now. Just fly me to the moon, baby. So what would be an upside objective we're aiming for now in NASDAQ? $62. It's the upside objective you're looking for now. Now, we'd love to see that push hard all the way through that level now, not just react off of it. You get there, you hit it now. MT5 hasn't quite hit it yet. Now you want to see a reaction off this. You want to see a reversal here. I got 5 more minutes with you, then I'm taking that. Chilling for the rest of the day. I've worked my way up these charts and down these charts all morning. I'm quite happy with that. You're looking for 0.70s. London high, yeah, 2071. I do like the idea of the fact that we just tapped it, went through it. I do like the body at 2067. The mean threshold at 2070. Rejection block at 73. Old high or mean threshold of the wick 78, 85. And then just blast through them. Just kind of just ignore this candle altogether and just rip right through it. Then we start looking at some fun stuff. We start looking at these old highs here and back into that fair value gap again. And then we start looking back into that idea of that I was calling earlier about the remember this little puppy here? 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy right here. One, two, three, four. Oh no, wrong one. No, it's not. That's the right one. Upside objective. It just goes ripping all the way through here and starts looking for the close up here. What do you think, folks? Is it possible? Well, we took the 71. I was just looking, I had my stop, my take profit rate sitting at 71. We're at 70.5. Well, I got my take profit there. Okay, now we're looking for a reversal. Now we've hit that high, 2070. Next few minutes, get your 71. Come on, give you 71. That's it right there. Done. You got your 71. Good call, Abs. Now, are we going to continue marching higher? I'm looking for higher prices. That's it for me, folks. I'm out of here today. You guys have an awesome time. I'm going to enjoy the sunshine out there. It's a beautiful day. I'm going to go for a walk. Make sure you guys go into your weekend with some smiles, some profits. We had a great week. Yesterday and today were really, really good. So hopefully you walked out of here with some money in your pocket, some learnings in your mind, and feeling a little more comfortable about your trades, and you're feeling less stressed. So you start to see your setups occurring more frequently, and you can find that that you can actually do this. You can actually make a living at this if you dedicate your mind and get yourself into that theta wave mindset, which is just staying ultra focused, waiting for your setup, patience, and document. Make sure you journal all your stuff, even those moments. So like yesterday, I felt all the ego coming in and I was just nailing it so well. The ego steps in and you think, oh, I'm going to over risk here. I'm going to over leverage. When the ego's in the room, take it out for a walk, get rid of it. Doesn't belong in trading. So confidence is great, but stay focused on your setups, and enjoy your weekend, man. Take some time, spend some time with your family, and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Give your brain a chance to rest, and we'll get back at this again on Monday. And enjoy your weekend. That's pretty much it for me. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Abs, we'll keep talking about our little project we got on the side there. So we'll keep talking about that and see if we can't keep moving that ball forward down the field. And as for the rest of you, have a great time. Oh, I want to visit that gold trade. So my little friend there, we can find out whether or not that trade is still working. 1 hour. You might actually have something there now. Is it Hadi that's doing the trade on the gold? Sorry, I couldn't remember who's doing the trade on gold. I'm trying to look back in this. Fuzi. I think I'm going to call him Fuzi. You've got a reversal right here. See a reversal here. You've traded above it, but you've also traded below it. So you wait for it to get above it. Again, come back, find support at it. You've come back, found support at it, and you're coming back and finding. You don't want to see this constant coming back and revisiting the same thing over and over and over again. It starts to lose its luster for me, especially when you got these highs taken and this reversal here. You've come back inside to get short. So I'm kind of drawn between still looking for that downside objective right here. So this is more bearish for me right now because we've got this little reversal that's happening here. And you're inside this one. So you're stuck really right now between this one going shorter and this one going higher with an objective that's still, for me, down here still. So that's all I got for you on that. You're long off of 23.38. You're long off of here. Okay. Where's your stop loss? Hoping to scale out some at 23.52. Ooh, up there. I like that as an upside objective. Like this one here first. Think about the range that you're in. That's the objective you want to aim for first at 345. But you're bearish. For me, you're bearish right now into this again. And you've had an opportunity to get out of that back into this range. So if you look at that range, 50% of that range or more. See how you're at 62% and you nailed it. Filled the fair value gap, returned to a breaker. That breaker took out that high. So you got a breaker. Now you're returning back into this range again, right? And you're back into this guy here. So you want to make sure if you've got profits now, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your trade, but right here, see that one there? You've got a little sweep here. Not that I would consider that a strong one, but see how you've dug right back in it. If you start going through that now, then you're looking for something to take these lows. So wherever your entry was right here, you're going to get squeezed. So it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to take some profit here. Or I think it's going to come against you. So for what that's worth to you, see how we're trading through it. You've just closed below this now. And you've closed right on that there. And you've opened just below that candle. Or right on the close of that. So to me, you got this. That would be the ideal entry for a long. If it trades below it, actually on a close, then it should not even reach below here anymore. It should just start going back up. If it doesn't, you see it starting to creep down here again. Your stop's going to get taken. Or your entry is going to get taken. I don't know where your stop is, but it's returning back to your original 338. My stop loss is 335. Oh, you just lost profits here. So here's where you're going to get squeezed. You're in profits, and now you're about to get squeezed at 35 is a downside objective. You're already through this already. Yeah. Now you've taken that low. You want this to start climbing back up here. You've just swept that low now. So if your stop loss is below here at 35, I hope you paid yourself inside this range. This is why I try to teach this. When you're inside a range and you capture a long, look at the range you're in. And when you get to 50%, move yourself to break even and pay yourself here. 62%, move to 50. And that is all profit, and pay yourself at 62. Comes back against you. You would have been glad you paid yourself up there inside that range instead of now getting squeezed on your stop. You still might be okay. I don't think so, because you're already traded below here and you've closed below that level. So to me, you're aiming, we're going lower. So that's all I got there for you, Fuzzy. I'm gonna call you Fuzzy. It's easier to remember. I'm gonna call you Fuzzy. Fuzzy. Yeah. If you do get a retracement back up inside here, like they're here, you might want to take some profits. Or just move to the sidelines now and wait. It's up to you, but I can see more downward pressure on you here. Here's your line in the sand right there, 37. If you start closing below 37, you're definitely coming for you. So we've closed below here, aiming for that. You've got it. So now if you find support at this, yeah, unfortunately, but I think they're coming for you. I think they're coming for you, my friend. So that's the best advice I can give you right now. Not that I'm trying to tell you how to take your trade, but you know, I don't want you guys to take any losses either. But I don't want you to get mad at me if it turns around and shoots up and you went, you bastard, you told me to get out. I'm not telling you what to do. You do whatever you want to do, and that's where I think it's going. So anyway, that's it for me. I'll talk to you, Fuzi. Talk to you later, my friend. And Abs and Eddie, Mr. Pips, Dave, Lambo. Thank you, everybody. Capano, Moss, thank you for turning in, you guys. I'll see you on Monday or later on this afternoon if this ends up being something we can jump in on. I will see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there.